Hey, do you guys want to go to Salem? You want to go to Salem? You want to go to Salem? I think everybody else in the world decided to come to Salem today too, because usually it takes me 30 minutes to get from my house to a parking lot. It's been almost an hour. Did I mention it's $30 to park today too? This is gonna take forever to park because nobody knows just to drive to the top of the deck. That's what the professionals do. Just go all the way up. You're not gonna find anything down below. All right, we finally made it to today's detour destination. We finally made it here to Salem, Massachusetts to check out the Halloween haunts here on the first weekend of October. Got an abnormal high temperature of 78 degrees today. That's excellent. Where should we start off? Over by the water or right down there in Salem Square? Looks like I made it right on time. This parking deck is now completely full. I shot it 6 times! 7 times in Halloween 2! Here we are as Detours 115. Got Michael Myers here out here. It's fitting because it's Halloween season here in Salem, Massachusetts. Make some noise! It feels so good to be back in Salem. It appears some street fairs going on down here in the cobblestones of Salem. Not as crazy as Halloween with the costumes and all that, but there's a lot of people out here today. Sunday. Forget what I said about people not being in a costume. It's just like Halloween night around here. If you're wanting to spend some cash in Salem, you better bring it with you because I just went to 3 ATMs and they're all out of service. Now check that out. It's the Addams family. Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween! Honk if you love the Addams family!
Honk honk!
The Addams family.
I get a picture with this guy every year, but I need to go get some tip money. That's why I'm looking for that ATM. Can't tell if it's real or if it's fake. Is it real or is it fake? Is it real or is it fake?
Guys ready to come get scared? Haunted house?
Don't know. Gonna step back. Guys, check this out. Every single major restaurant here in downtown Salem has got a huge line to get in. I haven't attempted to go to the bar yet. I think I can just walk into the bar, but if you're looking to get a table, beautiful day to sit outside. I guess it's a beautiful day to wait in line if you want to wait in line, but I'm gonna try to go right to the bar. Rockefeller's always has the great Halloween decorations every time I stop in this establishment. Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. I had a hard decision between the mystery shot and maybe some pumpkin beer fitting for the season. I decided to go with the Jack and Coke. Cheers. I didn't know that Jeff Goldblum and Jason Voorhees started a band. That's cool.
The king has gone, but not forgotten. Now the king is Johnny Rotten. Better burn out, yeah, than it is to rise. King has gone, I forgot.
Ladies, you're being watched. Not by me. I'm talking about that person up in the window. The random things you see in Salem, Massachusetts in October. I feel like I'm standing outside a WWF Hell in a Cell match with a broken chair and a steel cage. The clouds have ascended upon us here in Salem, which is perfect because I think Salem should be cloudy all the time. It kind of adds to the Halloween ambiance. Speaking of Halloween, you can't come to Salem without getting a picture of Samantha from Bewitched, right? Gotta say, that's a pretty epic sweatshirt. Might go home with me today. Maybe a t-shirt? Check those dolls out. Those things are frightening, right? There are all kinds of awesome stuff out here to check out. It's definitely a awesome Halloween bazaar for sure. There's a plethora of haunted goodness here. Stop number 2 is inside the Village Tavern for one reason only, not because they have tall beers here, but because every year they get this great Wolfman here. Check him out. It feels great that the clouds are out. It's like no longer 78. It's actually feels like Halloween appropriately here, being here in Salem. I know there's no sun, but I wear the glasses because I tape on my iPhone and the camera's right over here, but I tend to look right here at the screen, so this avoids the awkward eye movement, hence the sunglasses. Besides bar hopping, there's all kinds of different witch tours and haunted tours in Salem to take. They're all selling out fast, so make sure if you're coming down here on a weekend, get here early and buy your tickets early. I haven't done one of these, but I've done one in Haunted Boston. It was pretty fun. I can imagine the stuff in Salem will be like second to none. Next stop is the Old Main Street Pub. They got a great selections of beers here on tap. I want to know, who do you think could fit in this seat? I know I can't. I'm pretty squished right now. Cheers. So I'm moving to the bar because there was no way that I was going to fit in that chair right there.
Take me to the river, to the river, rock me on the water, walking on the water. Take me to the river, take me to the river, rock me on the water.
Apparently they don't want anybody getting in or getting out. And I guess if you're afraid of spiders, you won't try to get inside the house. But are the spiders attacking the house? Nice. Last year this is full of bras. I call it the booby trap. Right here is a bunch of butts, and I will call this, well, the person that owns this house is going to call it half-assed. I mean, they're saying this is half-assed, but this is a lot better than what I do for my house for decorations. I mean, they say they're half-assed, but check this out. They are all decked out for the Halloween season. Feels just like Halloween out here with all these leaves on the ground. The next stop is Brody, Seaport, because why not? I think it's time to finally get a pumpkin beer. I got the Shipyard Pumpkin as I sit here and watch a little bit of the Carolina Panthers play some Sunday football. Cheers. Honestly, if you like my Salem videos, that's cool. I mean, I know a little bit about Salem, but the way to go is to get on one of these trolleys. It takes you everywhere around Salem, all the important spots. That is the way to see this town. Or, of course, one of those haunted tours. These are the wars in the late 1800s. So, once I pan up, you're going to see that it really hasn't changed too much. I'm not going to read all this. You can screenshot it, like I said a couple of videos back. I'm lazy. But that's what you're looking at. The Wars of Salem in the late 1800s. This is also the site of the Salem Maritime National Historic Site. You've been there before, but I'll take you again. I love the architecture here in Salem and the colors. Look at that. Pops. The House of the Seven Gables, made famous by the author Nathaniel Hawthorne, who was a descendant of one of the witches here in Salem, Massachusetts. The book is a combination of supernatural activity and witchcraft. And we're definitely not going to wait in the line for the tour. The guy just said it's a 40-minute tour. We're definitely not taking that today. It's funny watching these tourists behind me. They're trying to pronounce towns around here in Massachusetts. They're trying to pronounce the town Swampscott. They're not even close. Last year, this very alley had like a bunch of horror-related stuff. Right now, they get just a purple dinosaur. Like, is that Barney? Make sure you buy the top shelf stuff here. If you buy the well, it's gonna give you diarrhea here at the bunghole. I don't know who this guy is, but he looks kind of spooky. This is info. Check him out on Instagram. Leave it open. I've already met him before, so I won't meet him today, but Kane Hodder is appearing today inside this establishment. He, of course, is Jason from Friday the 13th, parts 7 through 10. The best Jason. Well, he's zombie Jason. My favorite Jason is 2 through 4, but this is definitive Jason. If you want to meet Jason, this is the guy to meet. Happy Halloween, Michael. So we got Jimmy Champagne here, the definitive Halloween guy.
Oh yeah, I like that. I appreciate that a lot.
How's it going, guys? It's me, Jimmy Champagne, and today I have even more Halloween news for you than I did last Friday.
All right, so out of all the Halloween movies, where does this rank? Out of all the 10 movies?
Second. I think first is best, then this. And I don't have my other ranking.
More than Halloween 2?
Yeah, I like it more than Halloween 2.
Which we're both fans of Halloween 2.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is going to come in as the definitive sequel to the original Halloween.
I think so. We'll see on October 19th, but I think so.
You heard from Jimmy Champagne. So Jimmy Champagne was able to give his review because he was out here all weekend for the Salem Horror Fest. They debuted the Halloween 2018 movie this weekend, about 2 weeks prior to when it's going to be hitting everybody else's theaters. And I actually read what happens on Reddit a few weeks ago, so I knew what I read. I loved the movie, and I thought it was going to be the second best Halloween movie in the franchise, and Jimmy confirmed it because he actually saw the movie. I can't wait to see it. Happy early Halloween!
Twist the bones and bend the neck. Trim him of his baby fat. Turn her fur black as black, just like this.
Oh, don't.
You said baby fat. Will you body shaming me?
Yes.
Oh! Fat guy joke! guys want to step inside Opus? Why not? So fancy. Check this out. I just noticed here on the cocktail menu there's a drink called the Haddonfield, Illinois. It's a pumpkin cocktail, which is fitting because Haddonfield, Illinois is the setting of Halloween 1. Michael Myers, Dr. Sam Loomis, Laurie Strode. It's the Boogeyman. I've been here about 10 or 20 times over my years. I know I went here several times during grade school for field trips. They don't let you film inside here, so I'm not going to take detours inside here. But if you're in the Salem area during Halloween or just during any other time of the year, I definitely recommend that you check this place out. Good place to explore. I haven't eaten anything all day, so I think it's time to get a slice of cheese. They actually hooked me up with 2 slices for the price of 1. Nice.
I'd say so.
Okay.
It's only 7:25 here in Salem, but it is starting to rain, so I think it's time to call it a night on tonight's detour. I did forget to step inside of Witch City Inc., which was the home base of my last 2 tattoos. I love getting in here in Salem. I always get my same artist, Steve, on my tattoos, but maybe on Halloween. I'll be out here Halloween night. Could be the day for the Creature from the Black Lagoon tattoo I'm looking for. Like I said in past Salem videos, about 3 or 4 years ago, I got my palms read out here at this very establishment. Right there in that window, and the witch, or fortune teller, whatever you want to call them, clairvoyant, read my palms and gave me nothing but bad news. It really scared me for like a good year or so. And since then, I haven't walked inside this building just because, well, I'm afraid of that bad luck coming back. Nothing happened, but I'm just afraid that it's going to.
Adventuring has been really interesting.
I'm constantly burning incense in my apartment just because I love the smell of it all. They have a huge assortment of incense here at this store. Check these things out. They're pretty awesome. The detail. You guys know I love the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Check him out in the back row. I got a thing from Medusa too. She's pretty rad. Whoa, check this out. The Exorcist, Trick or Treat, Friday the 13th, It, and Halloween. Here's something cool. They didn't charge me to leave the parking deck. It was supposed to be $30, but just like on Halloween night, that gate is wide open. Everybody's just driving out. That's free parking, baby. $30. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for today's episode of Detours and our trip to Salem, Massachusetts. Now, I know I didn't show you everything that Salem has to offer. We didn't even step foot in one cemetery. There was a lot of tours going on. I didn't want to be disrespectful by invading their tour with my filming, you know what I mean? So we'll check that out on our next trip to Salem, which is right around the corner. That's right, just like last year, I'm taking you back to Salem on Halloween night. It's the epicenter of all Halloween goodness. I feel so lucky to live about 30 miles away from this place. I can go there whenever I want. If you dig Halloween as much as I do, and you dig the fall, Salem is the place to be. You guys know what to do next. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment. I always answer all the comments. Check me out on social media. I'm on Instagram at Derek Millen. That's DerekMillen. I post pictures from upcoming detours. You're going to see it there before you're going to see it on YouTube. That's pretty cool. And if you like this video as much as you do, make sure you subscribe to Detours. It's very easy. Just click the red subscribe button. And while you're clicking away, click that little thing that looks like a bell. It's actually a bell. It'll give you instant notification every single time I upload a brand new video. You could be the first one to see it. If you guys like this Salem video, make sure you check out the rest of my Salem videos from the last couple years here on Detours. I think I have about 4 or 5. And in fact, last year's Halloween video is the most watched Halloween in Salem video up on YouTube. That's awesome. And as always, we'll catch you on the next Detour.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.